So thank you again for your time. With the World Tour Finals now, the official beach volleyball season is over. However, you are still planning the King of the Court final. How are the preparations going?
For the King of the Court final, very well actually. Yeah, we are working on that for the last 5 weeks, and it will be organized beginning of next year, first week of January. We will announce it. Soon. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, I knew it already from the Ponywatz twins. I know them pretty well, so they told me already that at the beginning of January.
yeah, it's correct.
But when it's at the beginning of January, the normal teams, I would say, or the top teams are normally in preparation for the new season. Is a tournament then at the right time, or might that collide with their preparations?
There are already a lot of teams confirmed, so I think it will fit into their schedule. I think always after the Olympic Games, a post-Olympic year is always a different year than normally. Most teams will start preparation the 1st of November for the next season. Some of them will still be on holiday. I think we need to go to a more yearly calendar where they have during the whole year tournaments. And that's the thing what's going to happen. And that also means that sometimes in July, a certain tournament is not going to fit into their calendar because they had already 2 tournaments in a row in the weeks before. Then maybe they will skip one. I think this is what's happening in a lot of sports. Nadal is also not playing all the tournaments he could play in the tennis calendar. So I think it's totally not a problem. No.
And the final will take place in Doha. How does it come that you're playing in Qatar?
It will be placed in Doha, but officially you don't know about that. So
no, I thought it was already communicated on your accounts at Doha.
No. So you heard it via the players. So officially you don't know, but it's in Doha. Yeah.
But I heard it somewhere because you were talking with Max Behlen about it in his podcast. There I got it from, maybe. Yeah, but
so officially nobody knows, but between the lines it is, and it will be in Doha, and there is one sport organization over there called Aspire Zone, and Aspire is there for many years, a kind of leading organization in sports in Qatar and in Doha. They have their own sport facility, about 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, with own stadiums, own hotel, own restaurants. It's the place where a lot of soccer clubs are going for their preparation. Bayern Munich is going there every year, for instance. They are really professional. So for organizing something over there on a safe location, it's a great partner. So we know them for many years, and we spoke with them. And now that the team from Qatar, Ahmed and Sharif, they got the bronze medal. You feel the hype in Qatar now in beach volleyball, and basically a lot of people don't know, but the second sport of Qatar is actually beach volleyball. The first sport is soccer, and the second sport is beach volleyball. A lot of people who are going on a kind of desert camp in the weekend, they bring a beach volleyball court with them to play beach volleyball in the desert.
Okay, maybe Wilco, maybe it is also a financial aspect being in Qatar, because the Qataris always want to have tournaments like this.
They want to be part of it, but there are many locations in the world where it will be attractive to organize an event. Like you can go to Mexico, you will get a lot of tourism money, for instance. And it's not the fact that we get a lot of money for an event like this. It's really that we want to cooperate with a good partner to organize an event over there. And we signed a 3-year deal to be there, but also really to develop together with the Qatar Volleyball Federation, also the beach volleyball level over there, and to introduce King of the Court. So there are many aspects to organize this event together with them. Yeah.
Qatar, concerning the football, the soccer World Championship, Qatar was always asked for respecting human rights. Is this an aspect you've noticed in connection with your tournament?
Yeah, I think those are different things. Like they are building stadiums with like slaves. It's like crazy. This is not what we all want. And here in Aspire, it's already a fixed location which exists there for years. So I'm not going to compare anything what we are doing there with what's happening at the World Cup, because I have really no idea. It's the same, I think, with Rio. Like when the Olympics were there, or with Beijing, or with the World Cup soccer in South Africa, they were destroying whole areas where people live to build stadiums over there. It's something what is so far beyond our expectations or what we want. We are just organizing a sport tournament in Qatar. So yeah, I'm totally not comparing us to big sport organizations and all the human rights and issues which are there, because then I think you cannot organize a sport event in like 50% of the world. Yeah. Because we can mention a lot of things what we don't agree on in the world, what's happening. So yeah, I really want to have the distance from that, because we are not involved. It's totally not happening. Something like that in our tournament. No, it's really a different part.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So let's get back to King of the Court. It took a really exceptional development in the last years. Did you expect that?
I was hoping for it. Let's say it like that. I knew from the beginning that the format was very well appreciated by players and also very well appreciated by fans. And I could imagine that we could grow. But the thing what we are always doing, and what we did from the past, from the beginning, and what we are now doing now as well, is we are focusing on King of the Court itself to make the product better, and then we will see how it will go and which other opportunities are there. And now we see that a lot of opportunities are coming to our side, because I think it's something what a lot of people like to watch and to play. So I was hoping for it, but it was more go with the flow and see which directions we will go. Yeah.
You just said you want to improve and make it better. When you look back from where it all started and where you now, what did you improve and what happened since then?
We were improving every event, but I can imagine something, or I can mention something. What we did last year, we invested heavily in our scoreboard, for instance, because the scoreboard is a big part of King of the Court, and also an important part because everyone needs to rely on that. And the scoreboard is communicating directly with the rules of King of the Court. And you as a referee will know it. It's very important that the scoreboard is correct. And now the only thing what can happen is that there's a human mistake, that somebody pushed a wrong button. And if it happened, we can go very quick back and see what the score was and continue on that, and also put the time on it. But it's not that easy to build a software system which shows it not only in the stadium but also on television with the scoreboard. So that was an investment, big investment from our side, a lot of time, a lot of testing. So it took us like half a year to make it, and it was extremely important to have it. So that's one of the examples what I can give, what was very important to improve. But also a huge part important part of the game. Yeah.
When it all started, what was your vision with this tournament? You said, yeah, you didn't expect this development, but when you started, you must have had a vision. What you wanted to do with that tournament.
We want to introduce a new discipline in beach volleyball because I thought there was room for a new discipline, because I think you always need to develop. So that was mainly the reason, to attract a younger generation and to get more possibilities for players to earn money. And that was my vision. That was the goal, and that's the thing what we are still doing. We keep on that track, actually. Yeah.
You already said it a little bit. The players liked it, the fans liked it. How is the feedback? How are the reactions?
You mean in general, or on Hamburg, or what's
in general? Not really.
In general, is that the feedback is extremely positive. It fits into a new way of experiencing sport. It's going fast. It's dynamic, happening a lot. I think the elimination part, playing on time, works very well. And what I like is that you have 5 teams at the same time on the court, so there is a lot of dynamics, and also between the teams. And that, sorry?
A lot of action.
A lot of action, yeah, but also between the players. They're smiling with each other, they're making jokes, they're trying to beat each other, and that action, that dynamic, you feel that it will go also via screen to the viewers at home, but also in the stadium. And yeah, those things are very important. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, the entertainment around the sport is very important, I think. What is that? Or how important is it? And is it the future for beach volleyball?
I think it's the future for sport, not only for beach volleyball. But the thing what we are doing is, if you buy a ticket for King of the Court, you buy a ticket for a night out with your friends, or with your friend or your girlfriend, what you want. It's a combination of sport and entertainment, and it works very well. And of course, in beach volleyball, we knew it already a little bit with the music between the rallies and the dancers on the court. And now I think we did at the first, one of the first organizations in beach volleyball, we bring it to another level with DJs, with more music, different entertainment from different sports, because between two matches in King of the Court, sometimes there's 20 minutes in between. Then we give a show over there, and yeah, it works. It works for the people. It's maybe a little bit a lower entrance level to get entertained, yeah, it all fits together very well.
You just said it. They have to buy tickets. That was something new for the fans, because most of the time, or I can't remember something where I paid for a beach volleyball tournament. That is something new. Was it accepted by the fans that they have to pay now?
Yeah, I think in the Netherlands at our events, we ask people to pay for the last 3 years, because we believe that when we organize a big event, the business model must be that you as a fan will pay a certain amount of money. It's the same like when you go to a theater or you go to a supermarket. Yeah, you buy something, you will get something. And I know that in Hamburg, you could go for free to beach volleyball. But in the business model we have, and in the way we look at beach volleyball and what we are doing, we think it's reasonable to ask people a certain amount of money for it. And in general, it's accepted. At the end in Hamburg, we had, I think, nearly 10,000 people in 4 days. If you ask me honestly, if the prices were correct in Hamburg, I think it was a little bit too high, but there was also a story behind, because 4 weeks before the event, we had, due to COVID regulations, we were only allowed to have 650 people per day in the stadium. So we said, yeah, then we are not going to let those people go in for free. Yeah, they need to pay an amount, and those early adapters, they really want to pay, they want to be there, so they got the best seats. But I think for next year, we will for sure ask some money for it, but lower down the price a little bit. And the people who came to Hamburg and paid for their ticket, we didn't hear any complaints about that the value, what they got for the price they paid was not good for them. In general, the feedback was like, let's say 99% of the people, they really had a good time over there. And we also saw in the numbers that people who went there on Thursday for free, because that's what we did. On Thursday, people could enter for free. It was like 30% of them bought a ticket for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So that means that they want to come again, and it's good for them to pay for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in general, I was happy that we took this step. Maybe next year, lower down the price a little bit, or make sessions when it's more exclusive. As you could be there for 3 hours, something like that. But I think for the sport and for everyone, it's not bad that we introduced that you have to pay for it.
Yeah, I think you always pay for every other sport too, soccer, tennis, so why not for beach volleyball? So I'm with you at that point.
Yeah, but I also understand that each change is new for people. Yeah. And you have to do it step by step. That's also, I heard from many people in Hamburg that they said, yeah, last time I was here in the stadium, it was completely full. Yeah, it was the last time you had in 50 years history beach volleyball one day sold out. Not only sold out because you could enter for free at the World Championship final, where there was a team from Hamburg in the final. Yeah, you can compare me, you can compare my soccer skills to the soccer skills of Lionel Messi. Then everyone will say, Wilco, your soccer skills are not that good. No, but if you compare my soccer skills to my daughter of 9, then I'm an excellent player. So it's like, yeah, what you're going to compare, you know? So yeah, I was totally happy by answering those questions. But it's the same with the money for tickets. Yeah, why do we have to pay? Yeah, why do you have to pay if you want to have something from the supermarket? Yeah, I'm used to do it over there. Yeah, you're not used to it in beach volleyball. So yeah.
Mm. So what are your plans for the next year with King of the Court?
We will organize a little bit more events. So this year tour will be 3 events. I think next year we will go to 4 or 5 events. It's not our goal to grow directly extremely, like from 3 to 10 events, something like that. No, we need to grow step by step. So we will organize a bigger world tour of King of the Court. We call them the Crown Series. We will organize in more countries national championships of King of the Court. We did that this year in 5 countries. Next year we will go to 10. The scoreboard, what we have, what I just said, we also transferred that scoreboard to an app. So for everyone who wants to play King of the Court at their volleyball club or with their friends, you can download that app for free. You can use it. You can enter the 5 teams, and you can determine how many minutes you want to play. So those goals we have, more bigger events in our worldwide tour, more national championships, and the development from the bottom side that more people are going to play King of the Court.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know where the events will happen next year? Find the locations already?
Sorry?
Did you find the locations for next year already?
Yeah, a couple of events we have, because we have a contract in the Netherlands for more events.
Yeah.
So we will again go to Utrecht, to our hometown. We have that contract in Doha for 3 years. We also have a cooperation with the DVS in Germany. So that's the thing. We also want to come back to Hamburg next year.
Yeah.
And we're talking to 8 or 9 other serious interested cities at the moment. Yeah, what we said, maybe 2, adding 2 on that is really good enough for us now at this stage. Yeah.
But you stay in Europe, or do you go to other continents?
We also, Doha is not Europe actually.
Okay, that's right. Sorry for that. But I was thinking about Brazil or something like that, where beach volleyball is very popular.
Yeah. For instance, we can really go to overseas, but the thing is, we want to go to a location where we have a good partner, and it's not about money directly. It's about organizing a good first event. Yeah. Because that's the reason why we choose to cooperate with the DVS and DVV, and also with the city of Hamburg, because of the level of the partnership. It's a very good organized organization. They can handle events like this together with us, because we from the Netherlands, we are not going to organize, for instance, from our side, an event in Brazil, because we need a strong partner over there to organize it together with them. Yeah. And if it's Brazil, we go to Brazil. If it's France, we go to France. If it's Japan, we go to Japan. If there's a good market and they are interested and we have a good connection with them, then we are there to work with them. And the goal is not to be in Europe only, because in 2018 we already went to the United States. So yeah, we have different talks at the moment. Yeah, but we didn't sign the contract, so I cannot mention the cities at the moment. I'm sorry.
We need a little bit of surprise too. So
yeah.
But as you now notice, the FI by B, that's in English, just launched their new Beach Pro Tour with a lot of tournaments and new categories. Is there time for King of the Court tournaments for the players, or is it at some point just too much?
Actually, the FIVB didn't launch it, but Volleyball World. The combination of FIVB and CVC Capital. And they have a goal of, I think, 15 events on both levels and maybe more. And there are always possibilities of organizing events. What I said, we have 52 weekends in a year. Maybe a couple of those weeks are not available because of holidays and national days. And we have enough players in the world. We are very comfortable when we're checking about our own event or the own tour. We have a collaboration with the FIVB. So we know how much the players like to play King of the Court. And of course, when we organize the King of the Court event, and there's in the same weekend an Elite 16 event and also a Challenger event, we not going to that weekend. We found a cooperation with the FIVB and Volleyball World about that. And then it's also not good for the players to have everything in the same weekend. So we will synchronize with that. But yeah, compare it to tennis, what I just said. I think there will be always some conflicts, and that players are choosing for different formats or different tournaments, or playing in their national tour. Look, we organize also our national tour in the Netherlands. We also know that not the top teams are going to play over there because of prize money, but also because of the fact that they have other priorities. That will be the same sometimes with different teams for a World Tour event or King of the Court or a national tour event. So I think cooperation is very important on this, but we are feeling comfortable that a lot of teams want to play King of the Court because they like it a lot. Yeah.
But however, it's still a tournament just for fun, because you can't get any ranking points or something like that, or qualify for any special tournaments. Do you want to change it, or does it conflict with the concept?
You can get points for the King of the Court tour. That's the thing what we have now also with the finals in Doha. The top 10 teams of the results of Utrecht and Hamburg will go to Doha. Plus we have 5 invitations per gender. So I think in general everything is for fun. So also the World Tour is for fun, and the National Tour is for fun. And in the World Tour, regular beach volleyball, you can get points, your ranking points for the finals of the year, and also Olympic qualification points. In your National Tour in Germany, they all get points for the road to Timmendorf. So that's basically the same with King of the Court. You get money and you get points, but for your King of the Court tour. So I think you can compare all those 3 tours with each other, but on the other side, in the highest level, you have the Olympic ranking points, which are, of course, always the most important thing. And the second thing is the amount of money you can earn.
Mm-hmm. So you just said the Olympic is always the most important thing. In the past, it was always said, yeah, King of the Court might become a discipline at Olympics. Is it a vision for you? Or you just...
This is always a funny thing, because when you introduce something new, the first question, mainly of journalists, is, can this be a next Olympic sport? And this is not something what we are saying, because it's not in our hands. We cannot control anything of that. Maybe not. It's not a goal. It's also what I said in the technical meeting with the referees in Hamburg, for instance. The main goal is to introduce a new discipline, and if we go towards the Olympic route, we go towards the Olympic route. If not, then not. Then it's, for us, it's totally fine. It's not in our hands, and it's also not a goal. The goal is to introduce something new, and it fits to what the audience wants. And the new Pro Tour of Volleyball World also fits to what the audience wants. Also, the Olympic fits to what the audience wants. So we are all in the same direction. But again, from our side, we never talk about Olympics. It's not that we have that as a goal, because it's not in our hands. It's not in our hands.
Okay, then I think that was a nice ending.
Okay.
On my side, I don't have any question. Arnulf?
Everything's fine. It was really a perfect ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then thank you very much.
Yeah, Wilco, thank you for your time.
Oh, welcome. Yeah, thank you very much for showing the interest in King of the Court. But I'm also very curious about your opinion, because you were asking the questions. But I'm also I'm curious what your opinion is about King of the Court.
Yeah, I loved it. I was part of it. I love to whistle there, and I like, as you said, the action. At every moment there's something happening. You don't have that time where the ball is out of play and you wait for the next service, and then the players take extra time. Normally we have to push them to go further, and then King of the Court, they just want to play. And yeah, with all this happening and the elimination, I really like it. But I also see maybe the difficult to put it, yes, in the normal calendar, that it might get too much for some players, or that, because I would like to see the best players, of course. Might it be in Germany the best German players, or in the world? But it's getting more interesting when the best teams are there. So I hope that it will work out.
Yeah. How much the players will accept it in future time. Yeah.
So you think, Lea, that it will only be a success if only the best players will play the game?
Yeah, in a big stage, yes. Like when you play it in Germany with a little bit smaller, all the stuff, then it's with the Germans too. But if you want to do it international, then I think it has to be with the best teams. Yes.
Because I always thought that must be one of the key elements, that you must have the best players of the world. But since 2 years, I know that, okay, for the leverage of your event, it's good that sometimes the best teams of the world will be there. Mm. But for instance, the final of King of the Court Utrecht this year, Aman and Elvik, two upcoming Swedish guys, they won. They play against Samoilos Smedins, Koekekoren van Wallen, the Podiwas brothers, and those guys, and Marco Kratke, Morris Pristouch. For instance, Kratke Pristouch, they're not the best team of the world, but they are extremely good in playing King of the Court. And Aman and Elvik, they are upcoming. We know that they could play King of the Court very well, but they were struggling going out of the qualification in the 4 stars. But playing over there in the final, that level of volleyball was one of the highest level volleyball we ever saw all together over there. And not the best players of the world were playing in the final.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's interesting. Maybe people have this opinion, but maybe we can change it by showing that it's not only that's not only the thing what's necessary.
Yeah.
So maybe you have to specialize yourself if you want to go to a very high level. So one day you have to ask yourself, you have to answer yourself the question whether you want to play beach volleyball or King of the Court.
Yeah, and
on
the thing is,
high level you can't do both.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, can be.
Yeah,
can be. Yeah, but for you, Arnulf, what's your opinion about King of the Court?
Yeah, for me it's very difficult to give you a good answer because I've never seen a tournament of King of the Court. So I just worked for volleyball during the last 4 months. So I just start to come into the volleyball scene. But next time I will do, I promise. Okay.
Then we will have a feedback moment on that, okay?
Of course, you will get in feedback. I promise.
Very good. What I experienced is what we experiencing in life, that when you bring in something new, that a certain group of people is always directly enthusiastic and they see directly the benefits and they want. Yeah. And other people are more traditional.
Yeah.
And for me, it's totally fine because the goal is not to involve everyone. Because with beach volleyball in sports, there are many people, they don't like beach volleyball.
Yeah.
But they are sport-liking people. And it's the same over here. And I was very happy when I see, for instance, in Utrecht, many people who never visited a beach volleyball match in their life. And they are there and they are hooked by the game. And I'm also happy when people in Hamburg who never paid money to watch a beach volleyball game spent 40 euros for a ticket for something new for the first time in Hamburg. And they're telling us, tomorrow I'm coming back because I like it a lot. Yeah. So I think step by step, we will introduce something new. And we are doing good. I think we are in a good direction. The city of Hamburg said that they want us back. So yeah, let's see what we can do together for the next year.
So it seems to be a high potential sport, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then thanks again, and see you hopefully somewhere in the stadium next year.
Yeah, let's keep in touch, and let me know when you finished the article. Then I will double check it because I'm interested. Huh?
Okay.
For the double check, do you understand German? Because I would write it down in German actually.
Ja.
Okay.
Ich spreche ein klein bisschen Deutsch und ich kann das auch via Google Translate.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Super.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Schnell.
Bye.
Bye-bye.